Wow.
Some of us have records and some of us don't.
Oh, shit.
I think all of us have been in some sort of trouble before, though, right?
So you don't have a record at all?
I have stuff on my record, but we're not talking about me right now.
So what is it, traffic?
Not currently, though. Traffic does not count as a record. Please.
I mean, it's something like if somebody like Maryland case search you, and it's something that you can't. You can't expunge.
Yes, you sure can. If you pay it, you can sure expunge it.
If you pay it,
not for traffic violations.
Right, that's what I'm saying. For traffic,
they
like
fall
it's
off
there.
after 2 years. So I currently don't have one. But somebody to my right does have one.
Oh shit! And you got a record?
I would no.
Nah, because somebody else in the studio. Like,
she does not have a record.
Dang, girl, what
somebody
you do?
Has a record, and I really want to know.
Will you please put your goddamn hand down, Lord Jesus, forgive me.
So talk about what happened, Jared. What happened?
Lord, forgive me for my cursing and saying your name in vain.
You're not hiding behind those shades. What happened?
Look, y'all. Okay, so. I hate that you bring up my personal
I'm
nonsense.
sorry, but we love to talk about crazy stuff on Out the Box.
So, unfortunately, yes, I have a record. Another black man in the system.
Oh.
I was detained for a DUI per se.
It makes it sound so serious.
No, that's actually what the charge is, a DUI per se. And so now I'm currently on probation. Per se. Thank you, DJ Diamond K.
Per se.
Yeah.
Per se.
Yeah. I'm currently on probation for a year for that.
Oops, okay.
Look at you dropping your phone. God don't like ugly.
It's okay. But I'm not ugly though. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what happened. Went out one night and had way too much, and I decided to drive home afterwards. I thought I was good. Because for real,
that's
like,
usually how I've never had a DUI, but most people, you feel like you're okay.
Yeah, you feel like that you're okay. I felt like I was okay until I got pulled over and I submitted to the sobriety test, which I should not have done. That's what my lawyer said, but I did and found out I was over, and I was like, damn, okay, well.
And then he started singing, "Maybe I deserve."
Stop. because the other thing that we was talking about off air was our celebrity lookalikes. And every day, there's one person, at least one person, who says I look like Tink. Me personally, I see it like half the time. I see, like 50%. 50%.
I see it.
Like 50%, I can see it. But
I can see it.
You have said it. All of my friends have said it. Strangers have said it. Girls have said it. And that's when I'm like, oh, really? Well, maybe I deserve your phone number.
Naja wants to see you.
Who?
Yeah.
Okay.
Naja,
this is what I look like. I just recently shaved my facial hair, so I don't have everything, but it's going back. Apparently, I look like Tink. I'll take it. Huh?
Can you sing?
I can.
Well, can we get a little clip? Because I never heard you drop a tune before.
I always sing a little bit on this show.
Can I hear you do a little bit or something?
No, because
he was so serious. No,
because you dropped my record on air.
It's okay.
Well,
we're all friends here.
I didn't drop your record
on
air.
She didn't. So
yeah, you did.
Sing for Jonay.
Nah.
Yeah, sing for me.
You want me to leave for a second so you can sing?
Nah.
She said she sees it a little bit.
See, like
if you go on his page and like look through his pictures, you may see it a little bit more. I'll be seeing it sometimes.
She about to Insta stalk.
What? You saying what sometimes?
Maybe I deserve. There you go.
Oh.
That was your 2 seconds, but it wasn't even serious.
Right.
Exactly, but it wasn't even serious.
Oh gosh, that's not even fair.
So Justin, who's your celebrity lookalike?
I forgot his name. We were talking about
Joe Flacco.
Okay, Joe Flacco.
Ravens quarterback Joe Flacco.
I don't watch football because I don't like football. But some people have said in the past, minus maybe the facial hair. What does Joe Flacco look like?
I'll pull him up. Actually, I'll pull him up.
Because they said I look like Joe Flacco.
Yeah. But you do. I mean, he doesn't have as much
a lot of white
facial
people look
hair.
the same, unfortunately. So to me,
I be thinking that sometimes.
Really. You sulk and look sad and deflated.
Are you not a Ravens fan?
I'm definitely a Ravens fan.
Oh wait, here we go.
Is this
here we
good?
Go.
That doesn't look like me.
No, but only because he shaved. Like,
yeah, he does have a beard.
Okay, one with the beard.
I need to see if I really.
Oh no, that's a porn stash beard. We're not gonna do that.
A porn stash.
That because I have done porn before.
You have?
What?
You have done porn before?
Yeah, let's talk about that. Excuse
Where's Joe
me.
Flacco's picture at?
Wait,
His
no.
beard,
We
like
not
a
about to
full
deflect.
beard.
Okay, I can kind of see it.
Yeah, the one with the
Okay.
full beard. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
You can't really. Yeah.
Show the people, and they can't see.
I mean, they can't really see it right
He has
here.
a beard.
but-
Okay, so
yeah.
maybe Joe Flacco.
But anyway, Justin, you've
So
done
our
porn.
topic that we're gonna get right into right now is about tattooing.
No, it's about Justin doing porn.
Who
You've
said
done
that?
porn.
You
Yes,
know,
I just said that.
I don't
Because
know
you
my
just said that.
co-host. I don't know my co-host.
Who has done?
Jared
porn
is a
before?
gangster, and
Who says I
Justin has
wasn't?
done
Who
porn.
says I was?
Things you didn't know about the Out the Box crew. Jared is a gangster. Justin has done porn. Jeanne, is there anything that you would like to tell the class?
Listen, I am a church-going young lady. I grew up in the
Godfrey,
church.
you've
My
been lying on
father is a
Jesus.
pastor. My father has been pastoring for over 40 years.
And I bet you've been pastoring
And-
that Tennessee honey that's to your left.
What? Excuse me?
Pastoring it down your throat.
This is communion.
communion.
Communion. Sweet communion.
Because they claim they both be singing.
You
but
know
they-
I be singing.
So why can't y'all do a duo?
Yo,
real
my
quick?
friend just texted me. He said you look like a skinny Joe Flacco.
I cannot.
Yes, you do.
I can see it.
It's only because look, if he
I
has
can
his
see
beard,
it.
then yes. If he has his beard, then
I can
yes.
see it.
I can see it.
Okay, let's talk about tattoos because I love tattoos and I don't really love Joe Flacco. So we're gonna switch conversations
we didn't
here.
talk about John Nay's celebrity lookalike.
Oh yes, we haven't. Okay, yes, well, tell us. I know who it is and I love her. Go ahead.
all know
Okay,
what it is.
so when I was younger and smaller and chinky-eyeder, I used to get a lot Kamora Lee Simmons. Like, oh my God, you look like Kamora Lee. And it was just so convenient that we had the same last name. My last name is Simmons. And I'm like, oh, then we must be sisters.
But
But then recently, I mean, even in the Dominican, at work, walking down the street, people like, you know who you look like? Do you watch Love and Hip Hop Atlanta? I'm like, yes, I do. You look like Jessica Dahn. I don't see.
No,
I do not see
You
that.
do.
I'm
you
telling you,
resemble
if-
her very much.
I don't
favor her.
see it, but I love her. I think she's absolutely beautiful. I think she's gorgeous. I love her personality. I love everything that she stands for. She don't play no fucking games.
if you were to dye,
but
your
I
hair
do
pink,
not look like her.
If you were to dye your hair pink,
I love her.
really think that it would just be side by side, like for real.
I don't see it. I don't see it. I feel
It's
like
the eyes.
Yeah,
though.
it's like
mostly the eyes.
It's my eyes.
It's in your facial expression.
Oh,
That's what it is, and especially when both of you smile. Yes, you look like
It's
that.
not a bad thing.
no, it's definitely not a bad thing. I think she's gorgeous. I just don't see it. Who's your celebrity look-alike?
I don't think I have
It's somebody.
No. Wait. Stand up.
I don't see Drake.
Stand up because the monitor's blocking your face.
Yeah, I don't see it.
No,
I
the
don't
monitor's
see
blocking.
Drake.
The monitor is
There's
blocking your
somebody
face, so I
out there
can't-
that you
Alright,
look
fine, I'll
like.
stand
I
up.
don't think I look like nobody.
Oh, I'm gonna find out.
A little bit.
And then when I say
like a little bit.
I don't see Anthony Anderson.
Like a
Do
little
we see
bit.
Anthony Anderson?
It's
in our-
probably.
I don't see that.
because-
Jared, what's
I
wrong
mean,
with your
not the
eyes?
beard.
I think he just.
I said
coming
a
up
little
with
bit.
stuff. But y'all can't see
I'm
him
trying
on the
it now.
camera. Can you step over here so people who are watching can see you?
Wait, he looks like who?
Hold on. Can we
I
have you
don't
come on
see
camera?
Drake.
Wait, you know what?
People,
No, if you were to cut your hair,
I don't
yes,
see
Drake.
it.
Because Drake, Drake don't have that
have
much
a
hair
caller?
on his head.
But Anthony Anderson,
I said a little bit. I ain't say like
We
the
have a
full 100%.
caller.
I said a little bit.
we have a caller.
I'm so sorry, you guys.
It's okay.
Hey, it's
How are you?
alright.
No, talking about who that?
It's Cat Tat. What the
Cat
hell
Tat's
is
in the
this?
building. What's good?
It is Miss. Now let's do the introduction. We are great, girl. You
great.
are actually live on air right the hell now. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm sorry I'm a little late.
You are
It's all
fine.
good.
You are a businesswoman.
Exactly. You
You
out
are
there.
a businesswoman.
You out there busy. You making your money. Like just you good. You good.
Well, we are glad to have you. So those of you who are watching right now, we have tons of viewers. So I appreciate everything that's going on right now. We were just getting into a few different topics, but we're going to jump right into our interview with you, Kat.
Yes.
This is Cat Tat. So Katrina Jackson is from Black Ink Crew, Chicago.
What up? What up?
Now let's get this right, okay? So
Wait, is
Black,
someone else calling?
Black Ink Crew Chicago is different from Black Ink Crew in general because a lot of people get it mixed up. So we have the like, New York division. I think we have like LA Ink, I should say, and then we have Black Ink Crew Chicago.
Okay.
So let's kind of first talk about your experience because I want to shift some of our interview into different areas of your experience, not just reality TV because that's like almost every interview for you. Let's be real. So we're going to talk a little bit about it, but we're also going to get into more of what business you just started recently.
Yes.
Exactly.
So are you ready to? This is corny, so don't laugh at me. But are you ready to think out the box because we are Out the Box Radio?
Yes, absolutely. I'm ready.
Okay.
Nice.
Because we had some sips and we are absolutely ready for this interview, honey.
They had some sips by order of the court of the law. I'm not allowed to have any
Oh,
sips.
God. See, you just spilled your own tea.
We have some people in this building right now who have some records. Okay, let's just
And
say
it
that.
wouldn't have been put on blast if this one wouldn't have said anything. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Let's get into this interview. Cat Tat from Black Ink
Miss
Chicago
Cat
in the
Tat. So
building.
Black Ink Crew Chicago. Let's talk about how long you were actually on the series for. And when did you leave? When did you leave the show?
I was on the series. I hear a little echo. Are you guys good?
Yeah,
we're good on our side. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. So I was on the show when we first started. I got the series in 2015. They were looking of the New York series, and they started the Chicago show. They came across our shop, and they came across our shop, and they were like, "This is reality TV magic." So from there, everything came about, and then I completed 3 seasons of the entire show.
Nice, 3 seasons. Okay.
I just kind of drifted
Well,
to LA. So
right.
season 1 to season 3, I completed.
Okay, season 1 to season 3. Now we do know, we are aware that it's not on the screen. We are aware that you actually did transition to California, and I was watching one of your, I think it was maybe Instagram or Facebook Live. You were doing like a recording from home, I believe. So I recently found out why you actually left Black Ink Crew Chicago, but I don't want to be the one to say it. So let me shift it to you, Kat. Tell the viewers and the fans what is the reason why you left Black Ink Crew Chicago.
Cat, you there? Ladies and gentlemen, we might have lost Cat. Ladies and
You lost the cat.
ladies and gentlemen, we lost
Pause,
the cat.
unpause.
If we lost the Cat, please feel free to call back in. We lost her. Okay.
Cat.
Can we call her back on the number she calls from? That would be great.
Ladies and gentlemen, hold on. We have to revive Cat. She's lost one of her lives. We got 8 more
We
left.
have lost the cat. We have lost the cat. Hopefully no Chinese restaurant got a hold of her, because if so, she is some child right now. Huh? She is back. Cat, are you back on with us?
I think yes. I'm so sorry. My call dropped. I don't know what happened.
It's okay. Look,
It's
we all
all right.
go through these challenges together. It is perfectly fine.
Cat back.
So yeah, we were definitely we were curious as to why had you left Black Ink Crew Chicago, because I did see an interview that you were doing personally from your home, I think on like a Facebook or Instagram live video, and I was going to mention it, but I kind of want you to mention it as far as the reason why, because some people have been asking me since they knew about your interview coming up, why did Kat leave Black Ink Crew Chicago? And I'm like, I don't know, but we will surely ask her.
You do know, actually.
So, yeah, if you guys tuned into the beginning of season 4, then you see all that drama
Yes.
that happened with the whole, shots getting shot up and all that stuff. And that incident actually happened when I was in town for filming.
Right.
I didn't plan to quit the show, but that incident happened one night when I was in town for filming, and that was just kind of like the final straw.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, the backstory between the conflict that happened most of season 3, for that to happen the one night that I was in town was no coincidence for me. And being that, I live in LA now, and I, wanted to open up a shop and just have my own dreams and aspirations, it just didn't make sense for me to stay and be involved in that storyline. like I'm trying to build a brand across
Exactly.
the country, and the first thing that happens is, you know, a shootout in Chicago. Like,
Oh
Right.
yeah,
Yep, you don't
that's
need that.
scary.
Which is already,
Yeah.
I mean, you're from Chicago, so, you know, no offense when I say this, but which is already an image of Chicago because people know the crime that goes on there. So
Yeah.
let alone do you want to ruin your own reputation when you're starting your own business and you're an ambassador of your own shop.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, the show was a huge, huge blessing. We all were, you know, given a platform to do great things, and it just ran its course for me. It started
Right.
to become a negative thing, so that's when I wanted to walk away from it.
Now, if you could say this and be honest with us, you know, do you have any regrets from your 3 years of being on Black Ink Crew Chicago? What would you say, if anything, that you regret doing?
I have no regrets, like
Okay.
absolutely no regrets. I enjoyed the experience. I, you know, was in my early 20s when we first got it, and
Right.
I think that I went through a lot of things that a lot of people, girls, guys, go through, and, you know, a lot of people are afraid to talk about, or a lot of people get picked off for going through similar situations.
Right.
Right.
I was happy to be, you know, transparent and go through everything and, you know, just be resilient and just keep thriving through whatever you go
Right.
through. So it was a good experience for me. You know, television came back around and wanted to follow where I'm at in my life now.
Right.
I would do it all over again. I actually have Live With No Regrets tattooed on me, so.
Nice.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
what's
I really,
up.
I really don't have any regrets. It was fun. You know, the good, the bad. It was all worth it.
Now, you guys did a lot of different activities, events. You traveled on the show as well. I've watched, you know, every season. And I kind of want to know, based on your experience, what was like your favorite moment or favorite outing that you had while you were on the show?
Favorite outing? Oh, man, there's so many. Shoot, honestly, I don't know. I think the most fun parts were season 1, right in the shop. Like when we had our, it was, you know, the very first season, but like when we had our 1-year anniversary party in season 1, and when we did anything like inside the shop, because that was kind of our natural element, you know. And it's weird because out of all the things we did, like, you know, from traveling to different countries and stuff like that, that was actually more like work. That was the producers kind of putting us in settings and seeing what happens versus us being our natural element and having fun, you know? So it's like, yeah, it's cool to be able to experience different countries and stuff, but under those, you know, circumstances, we didn't really get to enjoy it as much because,
Yeah.
you know, it was like work.
So I do have a question. What's your relationship like now with everyone? Like, I know you guys were a family, and so now that you're in LA and you're doing your own thing, you have your own shop. Like, do you miss your friends? Do you miss your family? Like, even aside from all of the drama, still families have drama, friends have drama.
They sure do.
Like,
Yep.
how do you feel? Like, do you miss it? You understand, like, that camaraderie?
Yeah, I miss everybody. Me and everyone are still, I'm super close with everybody.
Good.
Ryan and I are the only ones that are not
Right.
friends, but me and Charmaine, we FaceTime every single day.
Good.
We FaceTime all the time. I talk to Don all the time. Like, we're super, super tight. And when I go, I was actually just in Chicago a couple of weeks ago, and I tattooed at Van's studio.
Oh, nice.
Charmaine and Don and
Nice.
Van threw a big old party while I was tattooing. Got a food caterer.
Oh, what?
Like, I'm still tight with everybody. They're gonna come here. They come to all my events to support. So I'm still super close with everyone. I think, yeah, that one Apple is the one that kind of secluded himself, but
Right.
Right.
so tight.
And that's
Chicago
good.
home is always family. Like my
Right,
dad and my
right.
brothers, my nephew, my dog, everybody. So
That's dope.
I miss it.
That's dope.
Now,
That's
I'm not.
dope.
I don't. Well, this is. I want to kind of this portion of it. I kind of want to transition.
Okay.
But when I talk about this person, because you already mentioned, and I know you're tired of hearing this name, so I'm only going to ask you one question because a lot of people ask you about Ryan. We know what happened. We saw the show. Let's be real. People are people. What happened? We already know what happened for the viewers who tuned into the show. But I just want to know in general, like, have you talked to him at all since your departure? Have you been in contact? Have you had any sort of at least reconciliation between what happened between you two and a sense of peace of mind?
No, not really. You know, the situation was what it was. It was super messed up. Like that last episode where I was crying my little eyes out.
remember.
I was heartbroken.
The last time that we spoke, and then there was no communication. I was very, very disappointed. I was hurt for a little while, more so just from a friendship. Like I said, you know, things don't work out, whatever, but at the end of the day, we were friends much longer. You know,
Right.
The friendship went much deeper. So after that episode, there was no contact at all, and I just like got over it. Like I felt like I just moved on, bossed up, whatever. And
Absolutely.
Season 4 started coming out, and there were so many like, I feel like, I don't know, people kept dragging it on like on social media,
Right.
dragging him and saying, oh, he's messed up for doing this. I think that's when he started trying to like kind of reach out a little bit, and then it's like, I'm over it. You know, it's been what, 6, 7, 8 months.
Right.
You want to try to reach out to someone because you get dragged on social media, like that's not authentic to me. But there's no bad blood. It just, you know, I feel like our friendship wasn't ever really that deep, you know, for it to end the way that it did. So it's just been one of those things like just move on, and you know, congratulations to him, wish him the best, and you know, we can be cordial from a distance. There's no hate there, but definitely no like.
I know you were like laughing to yourself. I don't know if you still watch the season, but the episode where Nicki Minaj was there, she was like, "Where's Cat?" She's like, "Where's Cat?" I know it was some type of gratification. Like, yeah, bitch, where is Cat?
I'm not on the show at all. Like, I have not been in any episodes, but every Wednesday when I get on Twitter, I'm like, get all these notifications. So that particular Wednesday, I got on Twitter. Everybody was like, and I was actually doing a tattoo. And I got on Twitter, and everybody's tagging me like, yes, the queen was like, where's Capo?
Right.
Like, oh, I'm posting this right away.
Exactly. The glow up.
Now, side note, this is just really quick before we continue with some of our questions. And this is just me coming from a sense of production, because I've actually worked in production before for reality TV and networks. So actually filming a show right now as we speak in production. But being that I love what happens behind the scenes with stuff, and what I was very shocked about, of course they're going to show this on the show because it was drama related, let's be real. That's what brings the viewers in.
Right.
When I believe Jennifer is her name, the one who's with Ryan, when you were at the beach and you mentioned to her what happens, and all of a sudden it just went cray-cray. Like, she went off on production. And I know you guys may not have seen this, my co-host may not have seen this, but she was throwing bottles.
I've seen
she was absolutely going insane on production. And it's crazy. Of course, they're going to show it because it's drama filled, right?
Yep.
Even though I feel bad for the EP who looks like a dumbass, because he was, first of all, we know he probably set that shit up. One way, no, let me ask you this before I assume. Did the EP set that conversation up between you and her, or was it more genuine? You just said, look, I want to talk to her. I have some things to talk about. Can we do this?
I mean, that season was just crazy. But the fact of the matter was, him and I messed around. We were messing around for a minute. She was not a part of the show for 3 seasons.
Right.
Him and I are messing around, and then we start filming again. And now I hear that they're back together. And now she's on the show.
Oh wow. Okay.
Super shady and secretive. Like, it was gonna come out regardless.
Right. It's gonna be aired either way.
You chose to pursue me in between seasons. Me, you've been messing around for a minute. Now you got this whole situation that you've been pursuing too.
Right.
They gotta film together. Like,
right.
Yeah.
When there came out episode 1, and on top of that, everybody knew. The producers knew.
Right. Exactly.
They knew that he was interested in me since day 1. All the friends knew. All the cast knew.
Right.
Nobody was stupid. So it's like he created this, and then just expected everybody to just be oblivious. So I knew that it was going to happen that season. All the producers knew that it was going to happen. Everybody knew it was going to happen.
It was coming. Right.
They were just tricky because Ryan wanted to control everything. So he did everything in his power to not let her and I film together.
Right.
So anything to producers took us to Mexico to get us in a situation where they
Exactly. Right.
So they set up a situation that he would not be able to control.
Exactly.
Right.
It was a well thought out plan, I'm sure, because production they take their time to think about how exactly this segment will go. Well,
so they can get that money.
At least to say the cat's out the bag, and no pun intended, cat. But it was, like you said, it was coming out regardless. So
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I do want to ask you this. So, what do you think, in your opinion, what is the hardest challenge overall to you that you face in reality television?
His face. No. The hardest thing for me, no, really though.
Yeah.
I guess it was hard for a while, the social media comments.
Yeah.
Like, especially season 3. Like, I would get thousands of comments, and I was just, like, at first you want to delete them, but then it's like, okay, people are talking, let them talk. But I guess the more embarrassing, the hardest thing is, just like when I'm looking crazy, like when they kept replaying that scene of me coming out the bathroom.
I'm like, why did they do that so much?
Yeah, I know.
It's reality TV. They want to catch you off
They
your game.
do, but come on now. I mean, there's a certain number of times you can show that damn scene. You ain't got to show the clip all the fucking time.
They played that clip throughout season 3 and
Right.
4 over 100.
They would not let it go.
Like, they played this clip one more time.
They would not let that go.
It's like reruns on the radio.
They wouldn't.
Can't even. Reruns on the radio. All right, so I want to get into some behind the scenes talk when you were on the show.
Let's do it.
Do you have any crazy or memorable behind the scenes moment that you had with any of the cast members or maybe anybody on production?
Oh, yes, that's a great question.
Looking for a little bit of juice right here.
Let's see, my crazy.
Oh, she laughing. Here we go.
I love the
Here we
fact
go.
that she is preparing herself before every question.
Right?
And it only makes me be like, what she got?
So I never had any like crazy production moments where I was like cursing our producers or anything. Like I'm pretty respectable with people. Season 1, it was when Thor and I were in New York, and I don't know if you guys like remember like this little elevator scene.
Oh, I remember that. Yes.
Or whatever. And we thought the scene had ended. Like I remember we were like in like the room, like just.
Johnny can't hold herself.
Left. It looked like they left.
Right.
Because they were gone. But there was a producer who had an angle where he caught everything that Thor and I did that night with reflection.
Oh no. Okay. That's a setup.
When I went to film like the next day and I like walked into the room with the producers, they were just looking at me like they just know me like.
Right. They got to know a little bit more about you.
Oh, hell no.
They cut the cameras off and that they really did disappear, but the fact that they had this angle, that I'm like, I didn't know how long they were there.
Exactly. Oh. You just know that you just hope it wasn't going to be leaked in the footage.
Right. Oh, my God.
When it comes time to air, I'm watching every last second of what you put out there to make sure I do not show or see nothing crazy.
I know, my gosh.
Yeah, so they told me that, they had that. That was our first season, too. So when it aired, I would never forget just leading up to that entire season airing. That one episode was going to be like a mine.
Right.
What they were going to show.
Right.
To it, but luckily it was G-rated and it was one of the kind of things only saved.
Thank gosh.
Especially you don't want something like that attached to you like your whole career while you're on the show. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
First impressions are everything.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so while we're talking about filming, right, I want to kind of know, and those of you who are just tuning in on RadioOnFire.com, YouTube, Facebook, you name it, every platform, we have Cat Tat from Black Ink Crew live from VH1's Black Ink Crew. Cat Tat on the line with us. She's been with us for a few minutes now during our interview. Now, let's get into a little bit more of what happens with production. So when it comes to filming, I've worked with Real Housewives. I've worked with America's Next Top Model. Trust me, I know when it comes to annoying parts of filming, and you can be honest. What would you say are these options is probably one of the most annoying parts of filming that you just can't stand? Would you say...
The most annoying part.
Oh, she got it a lot.
I don't want to throw production under the bus.
Right.
I have to be honest. Like, I would be lying if I did not say this is the most annoying part. First season, right? We had a female executive producer, showrunner. Right?
Okay, yep.
And I felt like my truth, you know, as far as the business side, like everybody knows that, you know, crazy like the Cardi, all that stuff, I'll own that.
Right.
From the business side, I've always been about my business.
Exactly.
First season, we had a showrunner who I felt was, you know, more open to, you know, seeing the women's reality as it was.
Exactly.
Right.
At the conventions, doing my thing, you know, just always determined and focused, which I was. I've always been about my business.
Definitely.
I've never, you know, missed a bill, all that. Second season, we get an entire new production team, a brand new showrunner that is not the same woman as the previous showrunner. And first thing that my storyline is that, oh, I'm not paying rent. And I'm like, that's not real. Like, that's not wrong. You know, go away from that. But I'm like, okay, whatever, I get it. It's part of the show that I can't control. Then third season, what happened again? Oh, they're going to show me in LA.
Right.
Now it shows me again that I can't afford this rent. And
Right.
it's not real. So that irritated me that, like, first season we had this, you know, woman showrunner. Then second season, I felt like it was kind of misogynistic.
Yeah.
Right. I was going to say, that's a good word.
Showrunner because it was a false precedent. Like, I
Right.
never missed a bill, but they just tried to, you know, I felt like season 1 showed me in a boss babe light, and then season 2 and 3, they just tried to kind of tear it down.
Yeah.
Right. More or less for production's sake, probably.
Yeah.
But yeah. Now, I'm going to ask you one more question about kind of behind the scenes stuff and with production, because when we interviewed on the show last year on Out the Box Radio, we interviewed Robin. I don't know if you know Robin Dixon from Real Housewives of Potomac, but I'm close with a few of the Potomac housewives. And Robin mentions she hates the green screen interviews because a lot of times with different shows, and for those of you who don't know, with reality TV, you think that what you see in an instant of a 30-second clip is actually filmed within probably a whole 8-hour shift, with sometimes a whole day, if not hours and hours of them sitting in a chair in a green screen just being manipulated in front of blasting lights in their face.
Right.
So, I mean, it's almost like you're a piece of chicken that's just being fried. You know what I mean? Like, literally, you're sitting there in this camera. So, what was it like for you with the green screen interviews, and was that one of the annoying things that you kind of got tired of as well?
Okay, so I feel like I kind of missed the question a little bit, but you said, I'm sorry, could you?
Yeah, I'll reiterate it for you. So with no, it's fine. With green screen interviews, being that sometimes you do those for like a whole day or a whole shift of like hours and hours of green screens. Was that an annoying part of production for you? Like, how did you feel? Some people love green screens, and some of our guests have hated green screen interviews.
Oh, yeah. Green screen. Oh, my God. Well, you sit in hair and makeup for hours.
Right.
And then you wait for the other cast members to get out, which sometimes be hours. So it's just exhausting. It's exhausting, and they're not fun. Sometimes they're fun. You know, sometimes they put you in there with a producer that, you know, you really get along with and blah, blah, blah. And then other times they're like, it's almost like you're like reading like a script, like they want you to say things super animated and describe the scene, how they want you to describe it. It's like, you're not talk like that. Like,
right.
Do that, and I felt like this. And they're like, don't say it with your hands.
Exactly. It's annoying. Now, I will say, as working in production now, I will say we do have to do that for some of our guests, because some guests are not as animated, or they look like a stick. Like, some people just stand there, and it's like, no, have some personality behind your interview. So sometimes we do have to do that. But the shows that I actually did on reality TV myself as a cast member was very annoying also, because you would literally sometimes they would get a sound bite where you would repeat what they say word for word.
Oh, wow.
And it's like, and a lot of times they'll use that in the footage, and I'm like, well, this wasn't me. Like, it's not genuine. Like, I wouldn't say that shit.
Right.
So that's one thing I hate about green screens myself, even as being a cast, was having to deal with that and being manipulated to say some things that you just would not say.
Yeah, this is not you.
It's not you or your situation sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's just with alcohol. That's the thing with reality.
I know that.
Hello?
Yeah.
flat, or like, you know what I'm saying? And you get tired, and we're like, you know, going and looking for something underneath.
All right.
Shrugging your energy.
All right. Child, I would.
Secret ingredients to reality TV.
Hello.
I would hate to know what my
The
green
turn
screens
up.
would be. Put some alcohol in front of me. Oh my God. You,
All right. So let's move away from the show and reality TV, and let's talk about you. Let's talk about your
Yes.
business, Enigma Tattoo, out in Beverly Hills. Tell us all about it, the motivation behind it, why'd you open it up, everything. Because I find it fascinating as a woman of color for you to be owning your own business
Yes.
in Beverly Hills.
it's an accomplishment. Clap it up.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I've been tattooing my entire adult life. I started when I was 18 years old. I started in my dorm room when I was studying math, and just choosing tattooing as my career. I just always knew that I wanted to do it at the highest level. Like since I started, my brother got me Kat Von D's book. I started tattooing in my basement, and just doing research on her and her career and her starting just like I did, and then becoming a millionaire.
Yes.
From there, I just strive to,
Right.
you know, follow those shoes. Like, I want to be a millionaire. If it's possible, I want to do it. So,
Back up the
now,
punch
tattoo artist, now what steps am I going to take to get there, to get to where I want to go? And everything from there, I felt like once I put my heart into it, my mind, set my mind on that, God is just going to lead me this journey. So we started tattooing in the basement, to my dorm room, to dropping out of school to do it, to working at NIMAC, to getting
Right.
a TV show. Oh, what's next? What's going to get you closer to those M's? Sunny LA, you know, it's like we take the entertainment business to the next level. So now, not just being a tattoo artist anymore, you know, now I'm put on television, now I have to make the most out of this opportunity.
Yes.
With the platform that I was given, I felt like it was just time. And so I moved to LA just to, you know, make the most out of the TV opportunity, because we all know that window is super small. So it's like, let's see what else comes from it. You know, maybe acting, maybe beauty, maybe fashion.
Right.
So that's what prompted me to move out here. And it took me 2 years. I've been out here for 2 years for it to set on my heart. It's time to open a shop, because tattooing is your foundation.
Yeah.
Everything that I've learned about the business, and along with my talent and my knowledge about tattooing and just everything together, it was like the perfect time and location. So I found the spot, and everything from there just went kind of smooth.
And that's a good
It
look.
took 2 years though of being out here. It didn't
Right.
happen overnight.
Yeah.
LA, I just fell on my ass.
Right.
It took time to, you know, bounce back and figure it out.
Oh yeah, it's a process.
Yeah.
It's a process with anything you do. But I'm just saying, like, to have it here, standing
Right.
today,
Right.
up and running. You know, for you to even be on the show and saying, "Listen, I have Enigma Tattoo in Beverly Hills up and running
Right.
right now."
That's
Like,
dope.
Yeah, this is goals.
Yeah, it feels amazing. Like I feel like I have my purpose back. You know,
Exactly.
We all get lost in reality TV. You know, but and then even tattooing at the house or just moving around. You know, tattooing in hotels or going into a crib, like it's not the same confidence behind it. You know, so with my skill set and everything, having such a beautiful location that is my own, it's just like I feel like I found myself again, you know?
Yeah.
And you know what? To be honest with you, Kat, 2 years is not bad, because at this table, we've all been in acting and entertainment for a long time. When you move to LA, when you move to New York City, and in these big cities where you get into acting or entertainment,
It's almost like starting over.
It takes a long time.
Yeah.
2 years is actually really good compared
Yes.
to some of those people who we know
LA
who are
is
still
expensive.
trying to make it in the industry. Even when it comes to owning your own business,
Yes.
it's so competitive. It's not easy.
Yes.
It is not
Thank you
easy.
so much. Yeah, it's definitely not easy. I'm learning day by day. The plumber just pulled up right now because the bathrooms are flooded.
Oh boy.
And that's some of the challenges you face
Right.
with having a business. So when it comes to like tattoo shop, like what are your tattoo shop? What are some of your future goals with being an artist and managing the tattoo shop? What are your goals?
That's a good question. I'm kind of focused on like short-term goals right now. Like my first goal, you know, in opening it was finding, you know, amazing artists. Like, you know, I don't want anything mediocre. I want super talented artists, and I've been able to, you know, work with amazing artists. They aren't just tattoo artists; they're also painters and falling into place. So it's like I want to have art shows together and just really get our name out there, really show the world what Black tattoo artists could do.
You're right.
There's not many, and but they are out there.
Right.
So I just wanted us to come together and just do amazing things in this beautiful city. And then from there, another goal or dream of mine would be to, get back into TV and showcase what we're doing in a positive light. Like everything has its drama and its conflict and ups and downs, but I think that, what I'm trying to do here is, I think people will want to see that. So everything that we did on, Black Girl Chicago and that experience that I was able to have with that platform, I would love to have something like that here, to showcase what is going on here.
You hear that? VH1, BET, MTV, Oxygen, Bravo. You hear that? We need a spinoff of Enigma. Okay, we need a spin-off of Enigma, Tattoo in Beverly Hills, because first of all, Beverly Hills is a hot spot.
That same energy.
That's right.
That same energy.
That's
there
right.
We go.
Maybe I'll put the word in for you, Kat, and I'll try to make some things happen for you in Cali. Okay?
Justin got the hookup.
I will get the hookup for you, and we will make it work. Okay.
Okay, I noticed that I didn't even introduce myself. I am Jonay. I'm the lady voice that you hear. I'm Jonay. Hi, nice to meet you. So I do have a question. So what feedback would you give people, period, whether they're young, older, women, men? What feedback would you give them when they're interested in starting their own business?
My biggest thing would be make sure that it is a lucrative business. Like when I started tattooing, like right off the bat, it made sense for me because I was making money.
Right.
But then from there, I think that you should just sharpen your craft, whatever it is that you do, just work on being the best at it, stay focused. And I think when you are starting your business, as long as you have the plan and the knowledge and everything, I think that one of the biggest things that worked for me is to not be afraid to take those risks. Every risk that I have taken has paid off.
Yeah.
The first one was dropping out of school. And, I'm a big advocate of education and everything. That was a big risk that I wanted to make for my business as a tattoo artist.
Yeah.
And another risk was, jumping out there and quitting a TV show, moving to a new city.
Yeah.
And, taking the risk to open up a business. So it's like, if you want to win big, you have to bet big.
Right.
It is.
Really believe in yourself.
Right. And you said it, risk.
No risk, no reward.
Exactly. If you don't take a risk, you're not going to make it.
Absolutely. Speaking of business, I love shoes. And I'm not even ashamed to say that I have a subscription to Shoe Dazzle and Just Fab. So you have partnered recently with Shoe Dazzle. Tell us about your experience with them, because I love Shoe Dazzle. Like, no lie.
Yeah, my experience with them has been absolutely amazing. And just like I said, when moving to LA, I was like, okay, take things to the next level. Like, I know that I'm not just a tattoo artist. Like, I know that, I want to get into this fashion because I feel like, I can resonate with the audience that I have.
Yeah.
So, Shoe Dazzle was like a dream brand for me to work with. Like, I had a Shoe Dazzle account.
Right.
Right. It's just like my style, for them to take a chance and believe in me as someone bigger than just a tattoo artist and the Shoe Dazzle girl. Like it was just a huge blessing, and it's been paying out. Like, the collection of shoes that we have are so cute. All my friends love them.
Yes.
All my followers love them.
I know I do.
My collection has been doing very, very well. So it just feels good, that they believed in me and took a chance, and just to get my style out there. So it's a huge blessing to work with such an amazing brand.
Man, that is so dope.
Yes, it is.
That is really dope.
I love it.
Of course, my co-hosts don't know nothing about Shoe Dazzle.
I know everything about Shoe Dazzle.
Oh, you do? Oh, wow.
I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing about Shoe Dazzle.
Shoes from Shoe Dazzle, but I see commercials all the time.
Are you sure you don't have shoes from Shoe Dazzle?
What kind of shoes would I get from Shoe Dazzle?
You get you some stilettos.
Okay, now we talk about a whole different field of gay, honey. I might be gay, but I'm not one of those.
I don't know.
I have my limits, and it's not 6 inches off the ground.
I don't know nothing about shoe dazzle. I get my shoes from Sneakers, the app.
Okay.
With the Nikes and the Jordans like that.
And we're
That's
gonna go ahead and
me.
change the topic because she don't promote.
I know what she don't promote, Justin. You only gotta educate me on that.
She's on Shoe Dazzle. That's
That's
I know what
right.
she's on. Like anyway, so my question is one of the last questions we have on the interview. What are some suggestions and feedback that you would provide to anybody out there who's aspiring to become tattoo artists?
Yes, please give it to us.
Okay, well, I think that the main thing is to, if you're a great artist, you're a great artist, right? If you're not a great artist, first and foremost, you should work on being a great artist. If you're
Right.
a great artist, you can be a crappy tattoo artist. Then, if you have the skill set, I think that, you know, like I said, I started just in my dorm room. It was not the professional way to start. I wouldn't recommend anybody start like that, but I think that you should find an artist that you look up to, and apprenticeships are not easy to get. Like, they don't find them. People do not want to hand out apprenticeships. They have to just kind of finesse, like I did, and stack up your coins and go and book appointments with any artist that you want to learn from. That's the best way that you're going to learn from an artist, is if you actually get in their chair and get some work done by them. So you get to study their work, pick out their technique, and get to pick their brain, and they respect that more than you just walking in the door asking you to teach them how to tattoo.
Right.
So would you say that process, as in getting started, finding apprenticeships, is that the hardest part of being a tattoo artist?
It's very, very hard, especially if you're a black tattoo artist. Just
Yeah. I can only imagine.
See, this is why I like interviewing people, because they bring that part up about being black or being a woman or just man. You know what? So let me ask you this: as a black tattoo artist, what has been some of the struggles that you have seen throughout your journey?
I would just say, like, I started in Columbia, Missouri, is where I went to college. So that's a real small, you know,
Yeah, it is.
little town. And you know, it's crazy too, because people say I don't even look that black, but I'm black and I feel black, right? So, like, when I first
I know that's right.
machine,
I know that's
kind of messed up. But I took it, I remember taking my machine into one of the, Google found like the best shop in that town. And I brought my machine into that shop, and just when I walked in, I just felt like, you know, like, I don't know, it wasn't the most inviting, and that is just kind of like what I struggle with a lot of tattoo shops. It's like, you know, they're very, very tight-knit, and, you know, didn't really want to, you know, expand or offer any, they didn't want to, like, help, you know what I mean?
right. Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess that's just probably, like, the hardest part of that. Like, people think that black tattoo artists have a reputation of being scratchers.
Yeah.
And stuff, but there are really, there's so many that have formal art training and are really, really talented artists that want to be better, but, you know, it's hard getting that foot in the door. You know what I mean? It's like they want to help each other and give, you know, apprenticeships to each other, but, you know, for us, it's kind of like, okay, you gotta find another way. Let me go in here and book an appointment.
Right.
I feel like I'm rambling.
No, we catching it all.
Yeah.
We're catching it all.
Okay, I do have one more question. I want to make this very, very quick, so give me a quick answer. I've read that doing tattoos on darker skin, primarily African American skin, is completely different and a little bit more difficult than doing it on white skin. Could you corroborate that? Is that true, or?
Yeah, it's absolutely. It's like, okay, if I'm gonna give you a piece of white paper and I'm gonna give you a piece of brown or dark brown paper.
Yeah.
What are you gonna draw on? You know, you're gonna draw on, you know, the pencil that you use is gonna show more on the white paper.
Right.
But if you have experience with dark skin, like, you know, most of my experience with dark skin, I tattoo mainly dark skin. We know techniques and everything, and just visually how to make something stand out and look good from a distance. You can't use the same techniques that you would use on a piece of white paper, you know. So on dark skin, I just go bigger and I use way more contrast. You know, sometimes you can't fit all that super, super tiny little detail. It's like you might want to hold out on some of that on darker skin. And that style, actually, when you go bigger and do a lot of contrast, like, I kind of carry that style over to lighter skin now.
Yeah.
And it kind of just You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They have to know how to work with it, know what's going to look good on different skin tones. It all comes with experience.
Nice.
All right.
I think I want her to pop my tattoo virgin cherry.
Yeah, you better have that that tattoo virgin cherry money.
That ain't that bad.
Excuse
I
me.
have 8 tattoos.
I have HR money.
I need more.
Don't play with me.
We did talk about this off air. You got the HR money.
Let me say this before we depart, because we're actually getting ready to wrap up our interview with Cat Tat from Black Ink Crew Chicago, and Enigma. More importantly, Enigma Tattoos in Beverly Hills, California. So what I will say is, next time I come out to Cali, which may be very soon, actually, I'm gonna stop by because I want a tat.
Me too.
I want a tat from the cat. Okay.
Hey, I want a cat.
Whenever I get out there, I'll come see you. I don't know when that's gonna be.
We might make a group trip out the box. Okay?
Yes.
Before we go, can you please drop your social media for all those who are watching the show right now live, both your personal and your business social media?
Yeah, my personal one is Cat Tat Girl. Everybody thinks it's Cat Girl, but it's really Cat Tat Girl. KATTATGIRL. And the shop page is Enigma Beverly Hills, and there you can find all the other amazing artists that work here and just keep up to date with what we got going on.
Awesome. Y'all heard it.
Right.
Yes.
Cat Tat Girl and Enigma Beverly Hills.
Yes.
Y'all can see it across the screen right now, so make sure you follow her on Instagram. Check her out. If you haven't seen her on Black Ink Crew, you probably are crazy, first of all, because she's on multiple seasons. That's why you're watching the show right now.
Y'all got on demand. Y'all can watch it.
But go back and watch it. It's on YouTube. It's on demand. VH1 on demand. You got it. So catch her and catch her in the action. Follow her on Instagram. I do, and you can see she is. First of all, she's beautiful.
Oh,
Let's be
yes.
honest.
Yes.
She is
Gorgeous.
dead gorgeous in all of her photos, and I just admire you in many different ways. So kudos to you.
Yes.
For being a beautiful woman.
Thank you for talking
thank you
with
for
us.
being on the show. Thank you for going out the box with us. It has been a pleasure.
We had a wonderful interview, Kat. We hope to.
Anytime you guys want me back, I'm here. This is so much fun. I love the questions you guys ask, and looking forward to talking to you guys again and seeing you when you come to LA.
Yes. You got it, Kat. We'll hope to see you very soon, and
Next
you have
time
a
things will get
wonderful night. Yes.
Night.
She has to get back to her business. Yes.
Right.
Take care now.
Thanks, Kat.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
So everyone who is tuning in, we're actually about to wrap up the show now. Out the Box Radio. We had Miss Cat Tat, Katrina Jackson, VH1 Black Ink Crew
We also
Chicago.
had this guy very worried that she wasn't going to call
I was
in.
worried, but she came through.
Have faith in all things, my brother. Have faith in all things.
She was doing
She
the
came
tat on the cat.
She was, yes.
Dealing with her toilet.
She was dealing with her toilet.
Yeah. She had toilet issues.
You were watching, she had
Plumbing
toilet issues.
Yeah,
And
that's
let me tell
what you got to
something.
worry about.
If anyone was in there before it started to overflow, all the customers, I'm sorry. I apologize on their behalf because
Lo siento.
ain't nothing like seeing some
Lo
turds float
siento.
across your feet, honey. Absolutely. So Out the Box Radio Show has been another wonderful show with Miss Cat Tat. We enjoyed it. Thank you for calling in, VH1's ultimate reality star. We will be back next week. So this month we actually had we're having 5 shows, right? 5 shows, not just 4.
Is it like that?
I got so excited I dribbled a little bit.
Loose mouth.
On both ends. Yes.
It's time to go.
Out in a
It's
good
time
way.
to go, ladies and gentlemen. He out here.
See you next week.
On both ends.
Oh yeah, it's time to go. It's time to go. DJ Diamond K, wrap it up, please.
Dribble.
It's time to go.
Let me have a request real quick. I don't know if we can do this, but when we go out, sometimes we play a song. Can we play Cardi B's new song with Kalani, Ring? Because I love that song. And that is I listen to that shit back to back. So I don't know if we can play it.
I actually haven't heard it. If you don't play it now, I'll play it in the car so I can listen to it.
That's a preview. It's an amazing song. I love it. I love Kalani.
I do like Kalani.
I love
She's
her.
pretty good artist.
So we want to showcase it to you if we can. But otherwise, make sure y'all tune in next week for another great show. We have some exciting interviews coming up in the future.
Yes.
We have some great segments coming up. But we enjoy you all, mostly the viewers, for tuning in every week on Out the Box Radio Show. So we're about to go out and get some food.
Yes.
And continue our drinking fun.
They're drinking.
Have a great week. See you
Adios.